Silo, Season 2, Episode 10, Into the Fire. So this is it, guys. This is the end of the series we've all been working towards. So we start off with Jules busy trying to get a suit together and get herself heading back over to Silo 18. She's sort of prepping, getting to get ready, and Solo is there in his parents' old apartment. And he's like, wait a minute, I'm having a bit of a memory. And he has a memory about the safeguarding procedure, which he saw as a kid. So he goes and gets Jules and says, come back, you've got us to this. And she's like, oh man, I've got to go. Gets her back, and they formulate a plan. They have a look and they find out what it was that was used. And in effect, it's a giant pipe that pumps in, I guess, deadly air from outside to kill everyone in Silo. Meanwhile, Knox, Billings, Shirley, Walker and a few others are all making their final plans to have an attack on IT. And they say, in about 3 hours time, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to go up there. And they go up there, and it's a pretty strong battle, and there's quite a lot of fighting going on, and barricades smashed down, and in effect Bernard's team take over, and all the peacekeepers are down in sort of like the lower levels taking control of what's going on, and everyone else is arrested and taken to the upper levels. But in a twist of circumstances, actually this is a trap that Knox has set, and Walker says to Bernard, we've got our own way of communicating, like hand signals and sign language, and we've set you up. And there's a timer for a bomb which unfortunately gets lost, so Dr. Nichols performs the ultimate sacrifice, and he blows up part of the stairwell, cutting off all of Bernard's soldiers in the lower levels with all of mechanical up in the upper levels. Now, unfortunately, there's also a little bit of a problem with this, is that a lot of sort of splinter cell people want to get off, they want to go outside, and Knox is like, no, it's not safe. So there's a big sort of kicking off and a fight and things going on there, when suddenly they see Jules out on the big view screen. They see Jules walking over the hillside. She goes up to the camera, wipes the camera, and she puts a note up there saying, it's not safe, don't come outside. The camera then switches to Jules outside, and I gotta say, it's really nice to see someone outside in the series for a change. She's trying to get back inside, and she can't get in, and the metal doors are too hard to open. Then suddenly they do open, and she meets Bernard in the tunnel. He kind of wants to leave. He wants to die outside because he knows the safeguarding procedure is about to go. But she says to him, we can save this, we can stop it. So they kind of go back inside, but there is a giant fire blast from that room that sort of burns everything before you go out. Have they survived? We don't know. We'll have to see in season 3. Sims, Camille and their son go to the vault room. He's now got the code. He's now the shadow. He's now head of IT. They go in there, and all the lights come on, and this voice comes out and says, who are you? What do you want? And he says, we just want to be safe. And then this voice says, Sims, your son, you have to leave, you have to wait outside, and Camille is allowed to stay in here. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Looking forward to seeing that season 3. And that kind of wraps up the episode, apart from a flashback to sort of modern day, where this guy meets this woman in a bar, and there's discussion about an Iranian dirty bomb that went off in Washington. And what's going on there? She's a reporter, he's a military engineer, and it is a bit of a teaser for season 3. Now, if you've read the books, you'll know that book 3 is a lot of it is about the making of the silos and how they were built and what went on. So I'm expecting that to happen in there. But all in all, guys, I think this series is absolutely fantastic. I may do another video just sort of going over some of my favourite things in the series. Please leave your messages below. Let me know what you thought of it, your high points and low points, and I'll catch you next time.